Brad Williams, XL primed. We're going to take the first 3 rows. We're going to put them in reverse order. Place in reverse orders rows 3, 2, 1 into a new list. We have B5 to D16. Here's our output, our anatomy. We're going to use that sequence function again. We're going to use the columns function a couple different times. Over here is the structural layout. You need to check out the flow. We have choose rows, returns given rows from a cell or array. We have sequence, allows you to generate a list of sequential numbers in a list. Columns returns the number of columns in a list. Over here, our narrative, you can use the choose rows, sequence, and columns function in conjunction to reverse the order of rows from left to right. Here is the overall formula. Here's how it works. The sequence function is used to generate a list containing as many sequential integers as rows in the list. We nest columns B5 to D16 in the rows parameter to achieve this. Here's the rows parameter under the sequence. Since the remaining argument, column, start, and step were omitted, their default value is 1. Sequence generates a list of sequential integers such as 1, 2, 3, where n is the index of the list's final row. The choose rows function will count rows from right to left by multiplying each generated sequence element by -1. As a result, we obtain a list of negative numbers such as -1, 2, and 3, which is passed to the row num argument here in choose rows, telling it to return the corresponding rows from the list's right side. This is how it would look. We could do this right here. We can incorporate this simple formula and do the same thing. But this is just a different way to incorporate the various tools. If you want to use this choose rows method using 1, 2, 3 and the list constant, feel free to do so. But we may need to include this formula here in a different type of application. If this is all foreign to you, again, as I have mentioned, take a look at my other tutorials where I explain this in detail. Quick overview of choose rows. Again, read it if you need it. Break down the anatomy and play around with the numbers. Change up these numbers if you want. Incorporate a different formula if you need to. Brad Williams, XL Prime.